Life in Fourth Class 2.
Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Life in 4th Class 2. Your presenters this week are Pandacorn,
Doggy Doodles, Jeff,
and the Legend 27.
And in this week is John the Magnificent also joining the group. Dead silence.
This week we will be talking about a typical day in 4th class, our favourite game in 4th class, which is called Captain Ball, and we will be sharing a riddle with you.
And I am joining them as well because part of this podcast will be the children in 4th class chatting with me about life in 4th class and anything else that comes up that we find is of interest to us. So we're going to start with this morning with Doggy Doodles, who's going to talk a little bit about what life in 4th class is generally like.
Okay. So I'm going to try and make this sound as good about Hannah as possible.
We don't want Hannah sounding bad out of this, do we?
No.
Because we know her mum and dad will be listening and they don't want to hear that she's not doing the best job ever.
Okay, so, we come into the classroom, we have like 10-15 minutes to just mess around and have a chat.
So messing around means work, but just fun work.
No.
Oh, okay. Moving quickly along.
It's before 10 to 9.
And then at maybe like 9, we have to sit down and do morning tasks, which is usually maths. And then we would do English, which is we're reading a novel named There's a Boy in the Girl's Bathroom by Louis Satcher. So, and then we do some Irish before break.
And you're going to say something in Irish now, just for those of you who are listening in. Okay, so we do Irish generally before break. So whose favourite part of the day is morning task, which is generally maths? Anybody?
No.
No.
Yes. I like maths.
That's your favourite part of the day?
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that. Why do you think?
Because I just really like maths.
But why do you think I'm sorry to hear that that's your favourite part of the day?
You don't like maths?
No, I love maths. Because it means that after that your day just goes downhill. Your favourite part of the day happens first thing in the morning.
No, because we have basically 3 maths sessions.
Oh, great. So you get more maths.
Because we do unless it's Monday or today when we're doing our drum conjure, we'll do maths after break, and then we'll do maths after big break, or just maths drill. So
Brilliant.
Break of 5 questions.
And do you like maths? You do, Legend 27?
Yes.
And I know how good you are at them as well. So we have, that is the morning part. The Louis Satcher book, what's that like?
It's good. It's about this boy named Bradley who doesn't really have friends, but then there's a new boy in the class and he makes friends with him. But then that boy, his name is Jeff, and accidentally goes into the girls' bathroom.
Not this Jeff right here, I presume.
No, it's
No.
a character.
It's a character in a book, sorry.
And then, Bradley gets beaten up by a group of girls, but he said that Jeff did it, and then Jeff kind of abandoned him.
Okay.
Hasn't really gotten any further.
Okay, but let's not have any spoilers in case anybody else wants to read it. Out of 10, what would you be giving it?
9.
Wow, that's pretty good. And what about you, Pandacorn?
Yeah, it's a good book, about 9 or 8 or...
What's your favourite thing about it?
It's modern.
It's modern. Good, that's a great thing to like about it. Do you like this book, Jeff?
Yeah.
And what would you give it out of 10?
9.9.
Wow, that's almost perfect. What would you take the 0.01 away for? Or the 0.1 away for?
Because I never ever give a book a 10 out of 10.
Okay, that's good, because nothing's perfect. Well, apart from me, that is.
No.
Okay. No, who did we decide is perfect? Hannah. We decided Hannah is perfect.
This table.
No, she said she was perfect. None of us said she was.
Okay, just me.
This table.
And her mum and dad who are listening also think she's perfect. Okay, let's move on. Legend 27, what do you think? What would you give it out of 10?
9.7.
9.7. So very high mark. So Louis Sachar, if you're listening, 4th class 2 in Galway Educate Together National School, love your book. So, after break, what happens then? So now we've got up to small break. What happens then? You all go out to the yard and play?
Yeah, we go outside.
Actually, you forgot that on Mondays we would eat before a big break or
Yeah,
small break, and then we'd go outside because we have maths groups.
Okay. Now, Jeff, you want to tell us a little bit about what happens after break, do you?
Oh yes.
Go on.
After break, we usually have our lunch, healthy lunches, and on Friday we sometimes have a treat. And then usually we split up for maths.
Before we go on to maths, we have a treat on a Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you all generally have a treat on a Friday?
Not everyone always has a treat on a Friday, but
Some-
most people have.
Some
Okay.
people get their treats at home.
And what do you think about having a treat on a Friday? Is it a good idea or a bad idea?
Good.
Yeah, it's a good idea because, like, if you get healthy food throughout the whole week, it's nice to just have a treat day.
Okay.
No, it's because we all love sugar.
Because you all love sugar. And what, is that what you have for your treat? A bag of sugar?
Yeah, it's nice.
What do you really have for your treat?
Depends. Oh, it depends.
On what? What does it depend on?
With what I feel like.
Okay. So what's your
Or
favourite
my
treat
mom
maybe?
bought. I like chocolate.
Okay. Anybody else want to share what their favourite treat is?
Yes.
What?
Crisps.
Crisps. Any particular flavour?
Yes. Doritos.
Doritos.
Yes.
Okay. And what about anybody else?
I like chocolate too.
I like very spicy Doritos.
Okay.
Very, very spicy.
And I usually have a little packet of crunchy locusts. I really like those. Okay, so Jeff, what do you think? What's next? What happens after we have our small lunch?
Then we usually split up for maths. But we might also do geography, history, or science. Other times we do Friends for Life, which is a program about well-being, positive thinking, and looking after ourselves.
Friends for Life sounds really interesting. Does anybody want to tell me a little bit more about Friends for Life?
Well, it's very kind of share, or we kind of think about like there's these letters, and we each, I think, I don't know, is it every like 2 weeks or something, that we like we do a new letter, so it goes Friends.
Okay, so each letter of Friends stands for a theme or something you do, is it?
Yeah, we're on I think.
Okay, what did F stand for? Does anybody remember? This isn't a test now. It's okay if we don't.
Oh, feelings.
Feelings, okay.
R was for relax.
Relax, very good.
And I think
It was I can do it. Yeah, it was like.
I can do it. Wow.
I can try.
I can try. Really good. Is that about growth mindsets?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? What do we sometimes say in our school as well? I can't do it yet. Because it reminds us that if we practice something, we'll always get better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Friends for Life sounds like a really fun program. History, geography and science comes in there. Do you want to tell us anything about that? Did you do anything really good in history, geography or science this year that you all remember?
Today we're doing a static electricity experiment.
A static electricity
We
experiment.
need to see how many Rice Krispies we can pick up with
tissue paper.
a charged balloon, and how many pieces of tissue paper we can pick up with a charged balloon.
And we test which is the strongest by rubbing one balloon on your hair and then another balloon on a woolly jumper.
I would love to be in 4th class. This is great fun. So you're just figuring out things, solving
Well,
problems.
actually, 5th recently just dissected a heart.
5th, dissected a heart.
I think so.
Well, nobody told me. And you know what? I feel like I've been missing my heart for the last while. I hope it wasn't mine. What do you reckon?
That's not even that.
Well,
That's not that funny? So try harder with the jokes? Or give them up altogether, which?
Just give them up.
Okay, I'll take that advice
Well,
for a little
keep
while
going
anyway.
For the cringy jokes.
Keep going for the cringy jokes. Okay, let's have a vote on that. Give them up altogether?
no.
Keep going for the cringy jokes? Okay, we have 3 hands for the cringy jokes. So, folks, you can blame these people here. If you hear more cringy jokes, they wanted them. They asked for it. Okay,
Why did the chicken cross the road?
why did the chicken cross the road, Legend 27?
I don't know.
Well, neither do I.
Yeah,
Probably
you're
because it
asking
wanted to get to the other side.
Okay, so we have our own collection of cringy jokes. So, next thing we're talking about is what happens for the rest of the day. So, big break is coming up, I think, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get to eat again during your school day?
Well, first we go outside, then we would eat,
Okay.
and on Fridays we would take down our homework, and
You get homework on Fridays?
no. After big break, we would take down our homework, and on Fridays we would do our Captain Ball tournament, and the Legend 27 will explain to what that is.
Excellent. That's a very good lead-in. That is almost like a professional on a radio program. Legend 27 is going to explain to us the favourite game of 4th class, which is called Captain Ball.
Thank you, Doggy Doodles. Today,
John the Magnificent?
no.
Okay, go on.
Captain Ball is a favourite in 4th class and all classes above because they have all played it and they all loved it. Captain Ball is a game where you would probably expect it to be like soccer where you have to get it in the enemy's goal. But no, you have to throw it, you have to get it in your own goal by throwing it to your shooter, and then the shooter has to throw it to your goalie. The teams are 7 people on each team. There are 3 hoops. 4 people will be out in mid, and 2 would be blockers and 2 would be midfield. And then when halftime comes, you will switch positions. Whoever was outfield first will have to go into a hoop, and apart from one person. And whoever was in a hoop will be going outfield. And the only way you can get a goal point is by throwing it to your shooter, and your shooter has to throw it to your goalie. If you throw it to your goalie and you're in outfield, then the goalie has to throw it to a shooter, and then the shooter will throw it back to the goalie. If the goalie manages to catch it, then you get a point. If the other team touch it before the goalie catches it, then it will not count as a point.
Okay, that is a really good explanation. I can picture all that in my head right now, Legend 27, so well done. And we are coming close to the end of our podcast now, so we're just going to move on to what the riddle for the week is. Who gets to do the riddle?
Panda corn.
Panda corn.
The riddle this week is a cowboy was on his horse and he rode it on Friday. Oh no, I just...
Okay, that's all right. A cowboy was on his horse.
No, a cowboy was on his horse and he went in on Friday, and he stayed for one night and came out on Friday. How is this possible?
Okay, so a cowboy rode into town on his horse on Friday. He stayed one night and he came out again on Friday.
Yeah.
How is this possible?
Yeah.
Right, we're going to have a think about that, and we leave that with you. We're also just going to finish up with trying to remind you maybe what our 3 school rules are, the 3 most important school rules. For anybody who doesn't know our school, these are the 3 most important school rules. I'll see do they know them. Number 1,
Be kind.
number 2,
Be kind.
number 3, and the most important rule.
Be kind.
Okay, so we're going to leave you with that, folks, and join in the next time that 4th class do a podcast. The last word goes to Jeff.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for tuning in. Catch us next week for another episode.
If you have any questions or riddle answers for us, please get in touch at hannahgetns@gmail.com.
We would love to hear from you. Thank you.
Thank you, bye.